This noise doesn't last forever. Give it a few seconds. I don't understand why it does that, but it does. So, my name's Deb. Thank you for tuning in. I missed yesterday's video. Actually, I didn't miss it. I still very much so did it, and then it wouldn't upload all day long. So there's that. Well, today I'm traveling, so hopefully this one uploads. Maybe it's just because I'm not on Wi-Fi. Not really sure. Yesterday was a very raw, real video, though. You know, life situations happen, and even though it didn't feel chaotic, it did feel urgent. And even though I knew it wasn't urgent, I knew it was, and then I just followed whatever my emotions were feeling, and now I feel at peace. Had I not done what my emotions were telling me to do, I would still be in a state of chaos. Actually, I wouldn't be in a state of chaos because I would have meditated and I would have found peace within it, but I still probably would have been questioning, what if, should I not? So I'm looking everywhere else but the camera. My apologies. Here I am with you. Follow your intuition, but it takes time to learn your intuition. Like, how much is intuition and how much is logic? How much is, I try to put myself in, if money wasn't an issue, if responsibility to a job wasn't an issue, what would be my first response? I don't know if you can hear the air thing outside. It sounds like a helicopter, but it is a helicopter. It's beautiful. I'm right next to an airport and I love it. I'm watching airplanes and helicopters all, like, I love it. I can tell when the planes are climbing and then banking, and I know that sensation. I know what it feels like. And then when the Cessna was coming into land and it cut its engine so he could like glide in. Oh man, I love aviation. That's one of those things I would do if money wasn't an issue. But money, why? I do that. I pay attention. See, words are important. I understand this video is very different and very all over the place, and who would watch this, right? I would watch this because I do watch this because other people post stuff like this and I watch it. And that's why I think it's okay for me. Do you see how bright this cup is? It took me an hour to find somewhere to get a cup of coffee this morning. That's what I hate about traveling, is it takes time to settle into a place, you know, it takes time to find where things are, unless you're just happy with getting whatever. But I'm not happy with just getting whatever. I want the best. I want the best coffee. This isn't the best coffee. I want the best table to sit at while I enjoy the best pastry with the best people watching, with the best beautiful, amazing souls that are out there being busybodies, doing the work, creating the world, doing the things, following their souls, stepping up on projects, not just clocking in, but the best. It's not bad though. It's still better than the gas station coffee and half the price. So I'm stoked. Yesterday's video was about grief because it's interesting how grief and death collapses the timelines of memories. When someone dies or gets news that they're going to die, or they're in an accident, instantly the brain pulls out all the memories associated with that person and brings them into focus. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't matter if it was yesterday or 20 years ago. It brings everything to focus. And that's what your focus is at that time, as that energy is leaving. And that's a beautiful thing because it's like a moment of witnessing. It's a moment of witnessing. Can you imagine what it's, well, some of you probably can. This is a big world, and there's a lot of people out there with a lot of different experiences. And as I am on here to help people with the human experience, I also understand that every single human experience is meant for that person to experience it. Like, the experiencing is the experience. And if us life coaches are out here trying to say, you're not whole, follow my program to become like me because you're not good enough, like, that's not accurate and that's not healthy. It's like when I see people that live differently, there used to be once a time there was a me that wanted to fix them and was like, oh, how can I help that person? Like, that's so sad they live like that. How can I help them? But it's not sad that they live like that, because that's how they live, and that's what they know, and that's what the universe has chosen to experience through their vessel, and that's beautiful. It's not sad at all, and who am I to try to tell them that it should be different? I should be thanking them for existence. Thank you for being different. Thank you for showing us that not everything is the same, and beauty comes in many ways and many forms. And also, sometimes universe, like, sometimes it kind of lies. I'm not going to say lies to you, but it manipulates you. If the universe wants you to do something it knows you're not going to do off the cuff, it will find roundabout ways to get you to do what you need to do. 555, as I was saying that. It's, if it wants you to do A and you're not going to do A, it's like, say someone invites you to a party and you're like, no, don't really care to go. And then they're like, so-and-so's going to be there. You're like, okay, I guess I'll go, right? Like, apply that to literally everything in life. Sometimes the universe is like, hey, you need to go do this thing, or go see this person, or take this day off, or travel here or there, and just take a breather. And you're like, no, you can't do this. You know, all your excuses and all your logic and all your human brain comes into play. And the universe is like, no, I said you need to do this. And it will create some scenario that will get your attention and get your focus. One that you can get on board with, to resonate with. You know, if it was like, oh, you need to go to California to go see the ocean. I'm like, no, I really can't do that right now. And it's like, well, you have a relative over there that's dying, so guess what? Now you're going there. Like, okay, I guess I'm going there now. Like, that's how the universe does things. And that's why you can have faith. Because faith is like the ultimate superpower. I used to think it was hope. But hope is actually, hope is implying that it might happen. You don't really know. You just kind of hope that it will happen. Yeah. You know, when you reach out to someone you haven't talked to for a while, you're like, I hope you're well. You don't know that that's the case. And so that might be an appropriate situation. But when you're talking about yourself, where you're like, oh, I hope one day do this. No, like, that's not very affirmative. We want affirmative answers and responses to how we want our life to be and how we want things to go. So what is the title of this video going to be? How much rambling have I done that has been all over the place? And how can I tie this into one title? I don't even remember what the first half of this video was. Follow our instincts. That's important. Because the more we resist, the more it persists. And if you have a choice that you really are going back and forth on, like, pick one and worry about correcting it later. I mean, day before yesterday, I had made a choice, and the choice was, nope, not doing it. And it ate at me for like 12 hours, 16 hours, 18 hours. Kept weighing on me until I was finally like, okay, well, I said no, and the no is eating at me, and I can't seem to sit with that answer. So I guess I will course correct and choose a yes. And I chose a yes, and the resistance lifted. My heart felt happier, my energy lighter, my excitement up. So if you're ever having a hard time with a choice because your intuition and your logic and you're like, oh, well, maybe I'm supposed to be doing it. Like, if you really just can't, because you don't know if you're like, am I supposed to be following my heart, or is this a test of responsibility? Because a test of responsibility is also tests to discipline of following your heart long term. So, like, which one are we supposed to follow? Just pick one, and then know you can always course correct. You can always course correct. Always. I've been at rock bottom many times. I've been at the top many times. I've been at the top and I was like, wow, this is kind of too easy. I guess I wasn't done with the levels. Let me go back and see what more levels I can accomplish. I've won like 2-3 different times, and I keep going back to learn more. I'm getting my master's degree in life, y'all. Now it's time to teach it all to you. Teach it all to you. What am I here to teach? I'm here to teach that whatever signal it is that you're outputting is the right signal, and nobody needs to be here to help you with your signal. Help you recognize the signal you're putting out. Yes, I'm not here to help fix your signal. I'm not here to tell you how to be, but I do suggest awakening to your inner essence, because the world needs that signal. Only you are that signal. And while only you are that signal, and only they are that signal, and only they are that signal, humans are also just energetic patterns put together and repeated. So also ask yourself, do you want to be part of the extremely repeated mandala pattern, or do you want to throw in some main character energy and be a little vine that skirts off into the art of your own essence? Create your own mandala, your own bubble. That's what I'm here to do. I love my own mandala. I love having my own bubble. I love being a different signal and signature than everyone else. And I love seeing other people's signatures. And there's energy signals. So shine bright, stay true to yourself, find your true essence. Don't be afraid to make decisions. You can always course correct. My name's Deborah K. I'm still learning names. I don't know my name. Tell me my name. I'm Deborah K. Here, sharing the human experience to help others understand and make sense of it and come home to the true essence of their inner self. Your inner self. Yeah. Okay. Cheers.